sing Old Time Carnival Come Again for Toronto Carnival 2016, and we'll be presenting it at the King and Queen show on July 28th. At the King and Queen show at halftime, we'll be presenting traditional mass, which is African-based origin mass, based on folklore, traditional costumes, and then what was adapted in Trinidad and in the Caribbean. So we're going to have moko jumbies, we're going to have blue devils, bats, a midnight robber, and a number of Dame Lorraines. You'll probably see around the mass camp. We produce a lot of bottoms and boobs to pad them with. And we're hoping to add some substance to the festival, to bring something back as opposed to just beads and feathers, to show that there's more to this than just partying on the road, that there's a story behind it, and there's a reason why we do it this time of year.
I'm in misery, we'll have a happy family. Oh yes, Dorothy.
We're doing this project because for many years we've wanted to present this type of mass. We've wanted to tell the story. We've wanted to allow people in the community who have talent and skill presenting this kind of mass to be part of this project, so that we could engage them and get it to the right audience, and make sure that it's done with respect, and that it's done also so that it interests people and has them maybe asking questions about the history, and maybe they'll look into it a little more deeply.
Mass is really an expression of my ancestors, who used to have to dress in all different types of costumes to get the message across to the so-called plantation owners.
Mass is a story. Everything about it is based on folklore and based on ancient stories. It's important because we tell our stories in different ways. So one culture may be verbal, one may be written. This is told through dance and through song and through narration. And I think that it's important that people see that they just don't see the Caribbean as a place where you party and there's feathers and there's drinking, but that there's a really rich, rich history that has to be told.
I don't wear me clothes. I don't want nobody put on me clothes. Do what you like, but don't wear me clothes. I spend too much money to buy me clothes. It's $1,000 for buying clothes.
And as you can see, that belongs to the Dame Lorraine section. I'm hard at work putting this hat together so they'll all look beautiful on stage while enjoying themselves. I've been with the mass camp for many, many years, 10 years, and I'm used to doing this every year. Every year it's a different project, and we look forward to being here during those months before the summer, where we can work hard, meet our friends who we worked with last year, get together and enjoy.
Making mass is a labor of love. It's something that you either really want to do or you're compelled to do. I don't come from this culturally because this isn't my background, this isn't my culture that I grew up in. I come at it as an artist and as a challenge. It can be very intimidating. I know when I first did, the impression of a white woman going into a mass camp was, well, she's a headhunter. She's coming in and, you know, is just going to be rude and ignorant and that sort of thing. And it was hard to get past that. Mass has really made me think differently about what I do, how I do it. Thinking of what I used to do in terms of I used to do fashion illustration for many years. That's very small, it's on a board. I'm working with 20, 30 feet of materials and height and structure and color and design, and that makes me think about the designs differently. You know, the argument we get into all the time is, you know, simply because you drew a curved line does not mean that we can make the curved line. But it's also a challenge to engineer and to say, well, let's think differently, let's do this and let's try. I'm here to make a difference and to have an impact. So, I was brought into this as an artist 27 years ago to draw for Wallace Alexander. He's since passed away, but once I got involved just drawing what was in his head, a couple of years after that I made a big mass for my son. And I was kind of hooked. It was like the mafia, getting pulled in and you can't get out. I work in technology, so this is my way of venting my creative side. And to be able to design and do things on the scale that we do is very, very fulfilling. And the fact that I can do it with my husband and we do it as a team is also exceptional.
Going down Boston's Road, Boston River Road, way down Harbor Road, don't let nobody.
The Toronto Arts Council has been a big supporter of culture in the city and arts in the city and trying to expand into other cultural areas. This is different for them as well. They really haven't backed a lot of Caribbean-based events. I know that they do support Pan and they do support Calypso, but this is different and we're taking it to a different scale. And I think what really appealed to them was the fact that we're going to reach a lot of people and they want a lot of exposure for any projects that they support. But they're very careful to make sure that you're successful, that you're able to get all the provisions you need to make sure that you have everything you need to make the grant and to do the best you can with it. And then the Ontario Arts Council as well is a smaller contributor, but they, again, our grant with them is based on a community project. It's based on the fact that we're going to reach out to the community, we're going to bring this out to them and have an impact. Our purpose is to bring substance to the festival. For many years it's been what I consider fluffy. There's been a lot of foil, there's been a lot of very, very common types of masks and types of presentations. You should be able to look at a band or look at a costume and know what it represents, know what the theme is. So that's our whole point, is to say this is traditional mask, this is where it came from, this is where it came from Africa, this is where it came from colonization, and also from the plantation workers, where they brought their story to it as well.
Me never see no girl we wine so yeah. Me never, oh girl. We say roll it, oh girl, girl roll it, oh girl. We say roll it, oh girl. Make me control it. Wine no waste me girl, bust the place me girl. Wine and brace me girl, turn around.
One wine ya baby, one bust the wine and brace me.
I say wine no waste me girl, go pa head me girl. Girl rock out and turn around.
Wine up your body ya baby, one bust the wine and brace me.
Wine your waist and roll back. Give it to me, don't hold back. Bend over and pull back. Balance on your head, control that. Tremble it and vibrate your waist. Fast wine, girl, give them the pace. Drop to the ground and mash up the place. Girl, you lead the race. Me never see nobody wine so yeah. Me never see no girl broke out so yeah. And me never see them wine them waist like you before. Me never, oh girl, oh. We say roll it, oh girl, oh. Girl roll it, oh girl, oh. We say roll it, oh girl, make me control it. Me girl, wine no waste me girl, bust the place me girl, wine and brace me girl, turn around.
One wine ya baby, one bust the wine and brace me.
I say wine no waste me girl, go pa head me girl, girl rock out and turn around.
Wine up your body ya baby, one bust the wine and brace me.
Yeah. Wind up your waist and send it for me. From me see your face, me know you want me. Give her the number, the name fi call me. Me treat it, get on me treat it, grimy. The girl them a wine in front me, what a feeling. When them lift up all the foot to the ceiling. Sometimes she slow down, sometimes she speeding. Let me screaming.
Oh, we say roll it, oh girl, oh. Girl roll it, oh girl, oh. We say roll it, oh girl, make me control it.
So me turn her back way and bop, 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 bop.
Then me turn her front way and
hey, 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 hey. So me hold her side way and bop, 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 bop.
Then me spin her over and
hey, 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 hey. Wine no waste me girl, bust the place me girl, wine and brace me girl, turn around.
One wine ya baby, one bust the wine and brace me.
I say wine no waste me girl, go pa head me girl, girl rock out and turn.
My costume is Laja Bless. It is I'm supposed to represent a beautiful seductress that brings men into the forest, distracts men, and then captures them, and they end up dead or destroyed. Laja Bless is, of course, French for the female devil. And I will be acting as the narrator for the story. My costume consists of this corset and then a number of layers of skirts, and then the distinctive cow hoof, which is the distinguishing mark of the Laja Bless. The face makeup, as you would see eventually, is supposed to represent seductive beauty on one side, but when you look at the whole face that becomes uncovered by this wide-brimmed hat, you see skeletal death, ugliness, and absolutely scary person.
Hey, the devil, blow your whistle, blow your whistle. Hey, the devil, hey, the devil. Is the chop in me? Is the chop in me? Is the chop in me that have me whining? Chop, show your powder. Chop, don't be your partner. Chop, on the ground. Chop, wind up, chop, chop. When I feel see chop.
My name is Joel Davis, aka Connector, and I must introduce myself at the 2016 Calypso Monarch of Toronto, Canada. Alright, and I am in the production Cambule. I'll be the singer man, doing my part, entertaining the people, singing the old time love way. You know, into the stick fighting, so I'm the bois singer. The stick fighting is the words, you know. So the stick, you say bois, like licks, bois is licks, licks for you, beat. So the bois. So we're just gonna intertribally singing When I Dead, Bury My Clothes love way, old time songs, to get the people involved. It's a call and answer song. The whole group is excited to put on, so the people, the new people, could see what Carnival Mass used to be like in the earlys, from the 40s and those time going up to now, the changes, transformation from then to now. You know, so it's a whole experience for the people who don't know about it, so they will experience nostalgia.
That's right. Chop in me, it's the chop in me that have me whining. It's the chop in me, it's the chop in me, it's the chop in me that have me whining. Chop, come up front, chop, come up front, chop, do what you want, chop. Wind your waist, chop, mash up the place, chop, show your powder, chop, don't be your partner, chop.
Not bad.
My name is Joan Walcott Alexander, and this is a production by Clarence and Jackie Ford depicting the old-time carnival from Trinidad and Tobago. I am portraying a midnight robber. Amongst the others that are playing certain sections from the Old Mass Carnival. The Dame Lorraine, the Blue Devils, the Cambule dancers, and real old-time mass. Usually long ago, the robbers used to meet the kids on the street and try to talk to them, but they got very scared during those days because they thought a man all dressed in black maybe was a bad man, but he wasn't a bad man. He was just portraying a midnight robber, giving the speeches of the Giros from Africa a long time ago. Thanks to Puggy Joseph and Brian Honore, who has left some of these verses that I will do tonight.
The gathering place of the Mississaugas, the Haudenosaunee, the Anishinaabe, and the Huron-Wyandot. May the smoke of the smoldering sage leaves lift to the skies in honor of their sacrifices. This is a message from our ancestors. I am the messenger. Laja bless, seductress, and demon. Tonight, I bring you the true origin of the carnival you think you know. Listen and learn. Let us travel back in time and visit the plantation workers at a cocoa estate in Diggle Martin, Trinidad, owned by the Gonzalez family. Look, they carrying bamboo and flambeau to light the darkness of their midnight celebration. All the Guyans have sent their champion stick fighters for competition. The fight takes the form of a fierce dance of
when I dead bury me clothes, I want nobody to cry for me. When I dead bury me clothes, leave everything in the cemetery. When I dead bury me clothes, I want a woman mission at night. When I dead, wait, don't forget to tell me mama don't cry. When I dead bury me clothes, when I dead bury me clothes.
Yes, fellas.
When I dead bury me clothes.
Let me see who is stick man from who is woman.
When I dead bury me clothes.
Make your money, man. Carrying this.
Well, I went to a stick fight meeting, Rankers in Rio Claro. See them drummers and them they beating until I wake up long ago. It's one who are betting, both can play in the tambole. See them woman hold their belly bowling, singing Santi Manije. When I dead bury me clothes, I want nobody to cry for me. When I dead bury me clothes, leave everything in the cemetery. When I dead bury me clothes, I want no one when me should and die. When I dead bury me clothes, don't forget to tell me mama don't cry. I dead bury me clothes.
Who is your champion?
When I dead bury me clothes, when I dead bury me clothes. When I dead bury me
you better get your dollars, get your loonies, your toonies, and your small change. My legion of blue devils heading for you straight out of hell, and they will torment you mercilessly until you pay the devil. You pay the devil. You pay the devil. You pay the devil. What is this? Blocking out the light and casting eerie shadows on the sea. Ah, those tall spirits from the West African coast. Here come the mesmerizing guardians and protectors. You know what, John Lee? Let them play. Listen.
Oh, Cangancero, I am the devious bandido, ever to traverse this town. From the day my mother gave birth to me, the sun refused to shine. Many mothers that day gave birth to deformed children. Plagues and pestilence tested the cities, and atomic eruptions raged in the mountains, and scientists, professors, and philosophers, they say this world has come to an end. But no, it was me, a monarch, who was born, master of all I survey, and my rights none can dispute. For you see, when I was one, my toys was a cat. When I was 2, I had met and slain all men like you. And when I was 3, my anxiety was to plunder, leaving men, women, and children to suffer. And when I was 4, my blood was stained. When I was 5, for me to stay alive, I had to have iron fists, copper bowels, and I will pass through your body like electricity. For you see, in the year 1899, when I was 9, I saw my great-great-grandfather's treasure was stolen, and his life was taken. I vowed to become a midnight robber, self-exiled into the jungle, where my home was a coffin. I usually sleep by day and wake by night, and when I awake, all ferocious animals adore me. I rumble and tumble with the rhinoceros and the hippopotamus, cutting their bones to make gunpowder for my revolver. And if my revolver fails to fire, my dazzling sword shall never retire. For I fell in combat with Beelzebub the devil. I robbed him of his brass helmet and iron boots from off his feet. And when I found that this world was too poor a place for me to dwell, I left and went and robbed the devil's position in hell. I robbed all the gold and treasures I met here. I brought hell to a ruin that made Lucifer's wife to take things into heart and die in despair. And I returned to this wonderful world with £1,000,000 of solid virgin gold. So don't be surprised at this beautiful costume I wear. I am quest of the unknown. I'm the symbolic of manage. I struggled to conquer the earth. I braved the sea. I climbed the mountain. And the last thing I'm going to do, you mocking pretenders, I will draw the last breath of life that is placed in you. I am one of the descendants of one of the British conqueror. My name is John Walcott Alexander.
Give me back my shilling. If you can't stand the digging, give me back my shilling. Netty, netty, give me the thing that you have in your belly. Netty, netty, give me the thing that you have in your belly. Netty, netty, give me the thing that you have in your belly.
With their corsets
give me the thing that you have. If you can't stand the digging, give me back my shilling. If you can't stand the digging, give me back my shilling. Netty, netty, give me the thing that you have in your belly. Netty, netty, give me the thing that you have in your belly. Netty, netty, give me the thing that you have in your belly. Netty, netty, give me the thing that you have in. Girl, stay home and mind baby. From skin girl, stay home and mind baby. I'm going away on a sailing boat, and if I don't come back, stay home and mind baby. From skin girl, stay home and mind baby. From skin girl, stay home and mind baby. home and mind, baby. If you can't stand the digging, give me back my shilling. If you can't stand the digging, give me back my shilling. Netty, netty, give me the drink that you have in your belly. Netty, netty, give me the drink that you have in your belly. Netty, netty, give me the drink that you have in your belly. Netty, netty, give me back. If you can't stand the digging, give me back my shilling. If you can't stand the digging, give me back my shilling. Stay home and mind, baby. Brown skin girl, stay home and mind, baby.
When the fireman
going away on a sailing boat, and if I don't come back, stay home and mind, baby. Brown skin girl, stay home and mind, baby.
I was very, very, very happy to see the end of the day how it all went by. It was really, really a good show. I come from an island where a lot of rain falls, so having rain didn't disappoint me, it kind of encouraged me. The audience really stay in the rain and enjoy it. A lot of them stay because they wanted to see what old time Carnival is about. And I'm sure when we do it again, we're going to have a larger audience because people are going to say you left and this happened. But it still worked out beautiful. I know it's something I felt very, very proud and happy at the end of the day of how it appeared. And I hope the audience appreciate it. I know the entertainers appreciate it. You know, that's about it for me.
Well, I was watching the crowd, and I know that they're, huddled under umbrellas, and but they were dancing and they were having fun, and they know all the lyrics, so they really, really enjoyed themselves. I'm pleased with the performance of the people. I'm pleased with how the costumes presented. People who were involved were thrilled. What I was relieved was they had a long wait today, and they were still excited, and they were still really grateful to be part of the project. So I think that meant a lot, that they enjoyed it.
Yeah, baby, this is all yours. It's a song for your lover. 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 Feeling good tonight is the night. I want to dance and hold you tight. Bring your body now close to me. And let's make each other happy. It's a song for your lover. It's a song for your lover. I want you to hold she tight. I want you to hold she tight. It's a song for your lover. It's a song for your lover. I want you to hold him tight. I want you to hold him